Welcome Libra and Libra cross watchers to your monthly love reading for almost like December, for January 2023. So thank you for stopping by my channel today. I just wanted to just to thank everyone for all of the love that you've given the channel. I've really enjoyed it over the past year. So thank you for all of the views, the likes, subscribes, comments. So of course, as always, please take this as it resonates, and always use your intuition when making decisions about your life, because this is a general reading. And cross watchers, you're welcome to flip their roles if that resonates better with you. Wow. Oh, also, Happy New Year. I hope you've had a great start to the year and that your New Year's Eve was happy and healthy. Hold on for a second. Oh. Sorry, Libra, 1 second here. You can't see that. Hold on. There we go. Sorry about that. So we do have the Four of Wands at the bottom of the deck here. So, Libra, I think we're going to start with you. So we have the Father. This would be the King of Wands on your end. So Libra, I definitely feel like you are trying to figure somebody out here. It feels like you are... I feel like you're deciding if you want to keep moving towards this connection. And so if it's a new connection, then obviously to, maybe move towards being exclusive. But for those of you that are already in a connection, I feel like you seem to be at a bit of an impasse here. I feel like you're kind of wondering if this relationship is going to fit your life, if it's going to be the right choice to move forward with it. I feel like, let's just be honest here. I feel like you are very attracted to this person. Make no mistake about it. I feel like you are trying to decipher, like, is this lust? Is this love? What is it that it's like you don't want to be, for example, you don't want to be in a committed long-term relationship with somebody if it's just lust, right? So I feel like you're just trying to look at it really objectively, and I feel like you may be having a hard time with it because you're really attracted to them. Yeah. Sorry, Libra. There's really no way around that. What's really adorable to me as a reader is that you're kind of like, if this person was a cake, you'd be more than happy to have a slice. You know what I mean? And I feel like this person with the 10 of Cups is what's in their headspace. They're all up in their feelers about you. I feel like this person seems to see a lot with you. I feel like they see the potential for a future with you. It just feels like there's a lot of complications right now. I feel like a lot of wires are getting crossed. They may feel like there's, it's like, despite the fact that both of you are focused on each other to a certain extent, it just feels like the messages that, hold on for a second. They seem to feel that the messages that they're sending aren't landing properly, if that makes sense. It's like they feel that they're not getting the message across. They seem to want something that is, I almost want to say like wholesome. Not that you don't, um, but I just feel like they are a little bit worried here. I feel like they may have a bit more intuition than you initially realize. And I feel like it's that intuitive nature to them that is alerting them to this really strong physical attraction that you have to them. And that actually seems to make them get their back up. It's like they're trying to be like, but wait, let's not do that. Let's look at what's really between us, sort of thing. I feel like this person, um, maybe not, but I feel in the past they may have been um, used for their, for physical chemistry. And I feel like they have, it's like come hell or high water, that's not going to be what happens to them again. I feel like they are going to keep trying to communicate with you, but it does feel like it's a little bit stunted. With this King of Swords, I know it's his father, but King of Swords as what's in their actions or intentions toward you, I feel like they want to streamline the communication, if that makes sense. I feel like this person might actually be a little bit cutting when they tell you what they want to tell you. I feel like it actually might make you a little bit defensive. It feels like it might put you in a place where you, I want to say, you may not expect that from them. Like whatever it is that they do, I feel like you're kind of looking at it, trying to figure out what their motive is. It's almost like, are they trying to, I feel like you know that they're not out to hurt you, that they kind of want to cut to the heart of the matter. It just feels like they do it in such a harsh way that it seems to kind of make you a bit defensive. I do feel, because you have the Ten of Pentacles here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 9. Why does it have an X there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Am I crazy, or is the X 10? Right? For Roman numerals? Anyway, sorry about that. I feel like this person, there's something about the intensity of them wanting to cut to the heart of the matter that seems to make you almost retreat, not necessarily regret the relationship with them, but it just makes you rethink everything. You know what I mean? It's like you're all fired up and passionate about it, and then they come in and they just kind of start swinging that sword, trying to figure out what's going on. And I feel like you weren't looking for a sword fight, you know what I mean? And it just feels like it's a little bit out of left field. I do want to say, Libra, it's not necessarily that it takes you by such surprise that you don't know what to do. It just feels like you kind of start to retreat from the connection a bit. And I feel like this person may feel that. And it's not because you don't want to be in the connection, it's just it's a little bit much. You know what I mean? That they're getting so intense so quickly. And I feel like it seems to put a little bit of a damper on the emotions that you're having for this person initially. I feel like it's almost like there's this energy of when they do that, it may make you retreat a little bit. But I feel like at the end of the day, sort of thing, it doesn't actually change how you feel about them. It just may make you a little bit more cautious to move towards them. So what's going on in their heart space here? We have the Five of Wands, see, that's a 9, right? Right? I'm not crazy. Anyway, sorry guys. So we have the 9 of Cups and then the 2 of Wands reversed. Whoops. So I feel like your person, sorry, I'm just going to move these over. It just kind of feels like they are, I feel like to a certain extent, they haven't really sorted out what's going on with them. I feel like the reason they're being a bit hard on you, or the reason they're kind of demanding an answer, is it's almost like they seem to want you to be the person to decide. I feel like they don't really want to be the one that makes the decision. It's like they want to give you the information and make you do it. They want you to be the person that says yay or nay. It's like they don't want to be responsible for that. I feel like they seem to be bracing themselves for you to kind of take a walk here. And I feel like embracing themselves for that, I do feel on some level that they're making it happen, because them bracing themselves for this to be over is what's helping them get into this really cutting energy, and just kind of, it's almost this energy of you're kind of looking at this relationship initially as, it's fun, it's flirty, let's see where this goes sort of thing. And I feel like this person may expect you to somehow screw them over. Not because of you, but that's, their past talking really. And because they know that what they're saying isn't landing properly. I also feel that some of the messages that you've sent this person were way misinterpreted. I feel like they may have taken them out of context, and it feels like it went both ways, right? It's like some of the messages they may have misconstrued as you having much stronger feelings for them than you might have developed thus far. You know what I mean? And I feel like because they are interpreting your words in that way, but then your actions aren't matching their interpretation of your feelings for them, it's like they feel like they're getting mixed messages. And I feel like that's where this King of Swords, just wanting to know the truth sort of energy is coming in. I do feel that this person, because we do have the Two of Wands reversed here, they seem to feel that they are, it's almost like it's coming down to the wire for them. They seem to be a little bit pissed off with you. Not that it's warranted. It may not be, but I feel like this person is, this is the kind of energy, or the kind of thing I can see this person doing. It's like they come in and they would maybe give you some shit here for sending the perceived, or, them receiving those messages as mixed. And I feel like in that same energy, when they're a little bit cutting, I feel like they might be like, but I really like you and I really want to be with you. And it's like, if that delivery was much softer, I feel like it would have the intended effect. But because it's coming across in almost an aggressive, angry way, instead of they have really soft and sweet feelings for you, I feel like it's pushing you into a bit of indecisive energy where you're kind of like, listen, man. And it's not that you don't want to put the work in, but I feel like you kind of seems to give you some concern that this person might be a bit controlling. So what's in your heart space here? The Three of Pentacles with Justice, which of course is your card. It's very colorful in this deck. But anyway, Libra, I feel like you're trying to figure this person out. I do want to say, I really have to give you some credit here. I feel like you are giving this person the benefit of the doubt. I feel like you're trying to look at this from all angles. You're trying to figure out what this person's really trying to say. You know what I mean? It's like this person seems to be very cut and dry. It's like you say something, they interpret it, and to them that's what it means. I feel like whereas with you, when things, let's say they send you a message, I feel like you just take the message as it is. You don't try to springboard from it into something or try to understand all of the nuances of it. You know what I mean? It's just a message. And I feel like in that you seem to be retaining a lot more of yourself in this connection than they are. You know what I mean? It's like they kind of feel like they have done everything they can do. They've invested all they can invest, and that sort of thing. And I feel like you're over here still kind of shining because you haven't put everything of yourself into it, because it's not where you are. And that's not to say that you haven't invested in the relationship. It's just to say that you don't get too hung up on some of those smaller things, right? It's like you're kind of willing to put the work in. For example, if something comes in that kind of doesn't really make sense, or you're kind of like, okay, well, what does that mean? Instead of getting into this person's energy, and it's not to crap all over this person, right? It's obviously something is going on with them that makes them need to know. But anyway, I feel like if something comes across that seems a little bit mixed, I feel like you just kind of, put it to the side and you pay attention to their behavior and you kind of make your own decision. Whereas this person, it's like they seem to keep moving back and forth between like Libra really wants me, wait a second, Libra doesn't want me at all. You know what I mean? And it's like they can't seem to find this middle ground because they keep wanting to make these hard and fast decisions with this complete finality that it just feels like it's not there yet, or at least you're not there yet. I do want to say, Libra, this may not be for all of you. It's just kind of a heads up. If if you are in a place where you don't want a relationship and this person does, they're going to get more and more frustrated and angrier because they really do want to build it with you. They see you as a good match for them. So I feel like if you don't want the same thing that this person wants, I feel like they will have a lot of respect for you if you are just honest and upfront about that. I'm not saying that you aren't, okay? It just feels like I've had this deck for a while and it's the first time I've noticed that it's the wrong freaking symbol up there. So it just kind of feels like, Libra, if you are kind of disguising the fact here that maybe you just want something that's a little lighthearted, but you're not really looking to have a 10 of Pentacles with somebody. It's like you want the 10 of Pentacles with yourself. I feel like if that's the case, and this person is getting into this King of Swords energy and is starting to make demands, I'm going to ask you a question here instead of telling you something. If this person is making demands on you that you don't have any intention to fill, what is it that you are getting out of this connection now? Why is it that you are still here, still investing in it? And I feel like there is a bit of a message here that it's like you see this person as a good person. You'd like to kind of like remain in contact, be friends sort of thing. So I feel like you don't really know what you want at this point. And I feel like you kind of are in an energy where you'd like to give it a bit more time, see where you're at, see what everything is about, because I feel like there is a chance that you would really like to build with this person, but there's also a chance that maybe you just want to build by yourself right now. And I do feel that this person, it's like they want an answer, but you kind of don't have one right now. And I feel like that in and of itself will be enough of an answer for this person. I feel like if you're upfront that like you don't really know what you want right now, I mean, I feel like they'll be pretty frustrated with it, but they will respect your honesty. So the last card here is the Five of Pentacles, and that's in the relationship situation here. So I almost said Pisces. Libra, I feel like if this relationship ends, I feel like you're both going to be disappointed, but you're going to be kind of disappointed, but like, well, I would have liked to, but I wasn't ready. And I feel like this person over here is going to be pissed. And it's not so much that they're going to be pissed off at you. I feel like they're just going to be annoyed with the whole situation. It's almost that energy of them like muttering to themselves while they're cleaning up the kitchen or they're putting something away, or they're, they seem to have a lot of frustration. I feel like you may have been the person that kind of like, talked them down or, kind of helped them to calm down a little bit. And I feel like the fact that they kind of had this overreaction to everything, and I don't really like saying overreact, right? Because who's to say what is an overreaction, right? I'm not qualified to make that call. But this person does seem to have a more potent or it's almost like in themselves, because you're allowing yourself to kind of sit on the fence and teeter-totter and just kind of decide. Whereas this person, they want it now. They want the decision right now. They want to have all the information now. And it's like because they want to have this very firm answer, and they're not allowing themselves to just kind of absorb the information and sort it all out, it does kind of feel like they're doing it to themselves here. And I feel like if they keep that up, if this is a behavior that continues, if they don't give you the space to decide what you want for your freaking life, I feel like the more they do that, the more you pull away from them, the more you try to, I feel like the more you fall into this energy where it's like, yeah, I want the 10 of Pentacles. But it's almost like, but I don't want it with you. You know what I mean? Because it feels unfair to you that this person is trying to push you into a decision. And on the flip side, I feel like they seem to feel that it's unfair that you're jerking their chain. I feel like they seem to know on some level that they're expecting too much here, but from their perspective, I feel like they can't take the not knowing anymore. So it's like they would rather just know. They would rather it be a no than wait and it have it possibly be a yes, if that makes sense. They can't handle the like that waiting. So I think we're gonna pull. Just gonna. There you go. We got one more card for this person. One more card for this person. One more card for okay. I feel like there might be somebody that comes into the picture. Hang on, it's not that kind of, it's not a third party kind of person. I feel like somebody may come in and explain your perspective to this person. And I feel like they seem to be a lot more receptive to that person's explanation than they are to you kind of not really knowing or not making a decision. And I feel like they may kind of back off a little bit, but there still is an expectation that you'll give it to them. It's like they hear this person, they understand that, but they don't really seem to be able to let go of needing to know exactly what's going on. And advice for Libra. So we have the Chariot with the Six of Pentacles. I'm hearing like hold your ground. So the Chariot is the card that represents Cancer, and it talks about self-discipline, determination, motivation. I actually feel here, Libra, that this situation is going to strengthen your resolve to live your life in a way that makes sense to you. You know what I mean? And it definitely feels like you weren't kind of dancing to anybody else's tune here. I don't feel like they were doing that necessarily either. It just feels like, I feel like I've said this a million times, so I'll try to make it quick. Because they're wanting your messages to have a certain intention, they seem to be taking your messages and putting them into boxes that they don't really fit in. And it's like, because they're kind of struggling with that, they seem to have a hard time with this. And I feel like there's a message here I want to say, set yourself free from worrying about this. If this is something that's been weighing on you, or you feel like you're letting this person down, I feel like there is a message here that I want to say, like, it doesn't have to be, I want to say, like, one or the other. I feel like there's a message here that there is someone out there that is going to have that same kind of seeing things from every angle. I almost want to say, like, they're more like you. And not that you want someone that's exactly like you, but they just seem to have your similar approach to life, rather than needing everything to be done now. Needing everything tied up with a bow now. You know what I mean? It's almost like this person has been looking for a spouse and they found you and they're like, yep, you're going to be in that box. Yep. No, you're going to be in that box. And I feel like you were like, no, not sure. And it's almost like because they feel that they need to just kind of get the spouse thing taken care of so that they can focus on other stuff. That seems to be where some of this impatience is coming from. So the message here is I almost want to say, allow yourself to lean into this King of Wands energy. You know, the King of Wands is an energy that doesn't take any mess from anybody, but is also still like fun to be around and goes after what they want. And so I kind of feel like there's a message here to lean into yourself. And I feel like you will be really happy with what you find when you do that. So I think I'll leave it there, Libra. Just a quick bit of housekeeping. I, of course, will be doing the mini weekly reads on Sunday, but me and the kids are all going back to school on Monday, so I'm just not sure that I'll be able to do these longer reads during the week, just for that first week while we get back to the schedule and everything. If I will be able to, I will let you know in the community section on the channel. So please keep an eye out for that if you're looking for the reads for next week. And of course, if this reading resonated, I hope it was helpful, and I hope that it brought you some clarity. And we'll see you on the next one. Much love. Bye.